You know, we all have that one place we feel completely, totally safe, our home. But what happens when a story comes along that takes that sanctuary and turns it into the one place you should be afraid of? Well, that's what we're going to get into, an urban legend that knows exactly what you're scared of.
So let's just get the most important thing out of the way first. There's one rule, one simple command that is the only thing standing between you and, well, whatever's out there. And that rule is, you do not open the door, for any reason.
You see, this whole thing always starts at a very, very specific time. It's not midnight, it's not even the classic 3 a.m. witching hour, it's 3:07 in the morning. That really specific dead of night moment when the whole world is asleep and you're all alone.
The instructions are pretty straightforward, but you gotta stick to them. It's always at that exact time. You'll always hear those 3 slow knocks. And your only job, your only way to stay safe, is to do absolutely nothing. Just listen.
And this is how it starts. With that sound. It's not a frantic, panicked banging. It's slow, deliberate, patient. It's a knock that isn't really asking to be let in. It's announcing that it's there.
And right away, that's what feels so off about it. I mean, think about it. A real person would be yelling, ringing the doorbell, right? But this thing, it just knocks. It knows that sound is all it needs to get inside your head.
Okay, and this is where it gets really messed up. This is where the real mind game starts. After those knocks, a voice breaks the silence. And it's not a stranger. It's a voice you know. A voice you trust completely.
It could be anyone. The one person on earth you'd never hesitate to open the door for. Your mom, your partner, your best friend. Some versions of this story even say it can sound exactly like you, which is a whole other level of terrifying.
There's actually a name for this part of the legend. It's called the lure. And you'll notice, the thing, it only speaks in short, simple phrases. Let me in. It's me. Why? Well, the idea is that the more it talks, the more you'd hear that it isn't human. It says just enough to tempt you, but not enough to put you at ease.
At this point, your heart is just pounding in your chest. Your logical brain is screaming no, but you have to know what's out there. So you creep up to the door, your hand is probably shaking, and you put your eye to the peephole. You hold your breath, bracing yourself for whatever you're about to see.
But you don't see a monster with fangs or claws. No, you see something so much worse. You see uncertainty. Maybe a blurry figure whose face you just can't quite make out. Or maybe just pure, solid blackness, like you're staring into nothing. Or, and this one is the worst, you see absolutely nothing at all, but you can still hear the knocking.
Somehow, you find the willpower to back away from the door. Your mind is racing, trying to make sense of what you just saw, or didn't see. But you did it. You followed the rule. You didn't open the door. Now, all you have to do is wait.
And then, silence. The knocks are gone, the voice is gone, you're just standing there in the middle of the night, and the only thing you can hear is your own heart hammering against your ribs.
And man, that wave of relief that hits you is incredible. You think, okay, it's gone. It gave up. You survived. You start to calm down, telling yourself maybe it was all just a nightmare.
And that is the exact moment that pure, mind-shattering panic kicks in. Because you hear a sound so impossible it breaks your brain. The knocking starts again, but it's not coming from outside your door anymore. It's the same rhythm, that same patient, deliberate sound, but it's coming from your side of the door, from inside the house, with you. And that's when you finally understand the real horror of the situation. It was never trying to get in. It was just letting you know it was already there.
I mean, that twist, right? It's just devastating. That's what makes this story stick with you. So let's kind of pull back the curtain and look at why this simple little story is so good at being so scary.
It really boils down to one simple, powerful idea. This story attacks our most primal need to feel safe. Our home is supposed to be our fortress, the one place where the bad things can't get us. This legend just takes that idea and tears it to shreds. I mean, think about it. Your house, your front door, the lock, these aren't just things. In our minds, they're powerful symbols. They represent the barrier between safe and dangerous, between us on the inside and them on the outside. And that's the absolute genius of that final twist. The second that knock comes from the inside, That boundary is just gone. It's completely erased. The danger isn't trying to get in anymore. The whole concept of in versus out has been destroyed.
And that's the final, chilling question this story leaves you with. It's a thought that kind of lingers in the back of your mind the next time you're home alone at night. It suggests that maybe the scariest things in the world aren't the ones trying to break down our doors, but the ones that have been quietly living inside with us the whole time.